No, she speaks like this. But then we will get into an Uber. She'll be like, "Hi, sir." She'll be like,
"You should do me for Snatch Game."
"Hi, sir. Yeah, is it to the Canal Street? Thank you, sir."
Evening, it's like warm but like cold and you don't know how to dress. Right, sir?
Sorry?
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Get ready for this spoonful.
Hello everyone, it's Actavia. Welcome to another episode of The Spoonful. So, I know what you're thinking. Yes, I have quality that doesn't look like it's being filmed on a Nintendo DS and audio that doesn't sound like it's being filmed from a microwave. And we have a little bit of a different set. Does the backdrop fit the length of the camera? No, it does not. But what do? We make it work anyway. So, as you can probably tell, because you have eyeballs, and she's already sat next to me. So, today's guest is the flyest queen in the simulation. She's beautiful, she's incredible, and most importantly, she's humble. It's Zahira.
Hey, everybody, it's Zahara.
How are you doing, Zahira?
Amazing, Actavia.
Oh my god, right.
Actavia.
So just for context, I haven't filmed one of these in a while because I did them in a batch, but I've had to cancel on you many times, haven't I? So I'm very sorry about that.
We're finally here. Actavia.
We're finally here. Actavia.
ZaHIIRaaaaa.
So, and if you've not noticed, yes, I am using my phone today for the questions because I ran out of time and forgot to write them down on cards. So do not judge me. At least you've got your quality now, you little shitters. So, of course, you grew up in the Philippines. So what I want to know is, when did you move into the UK?
So I was born.
Well, yes, you were born. I would hope you were born.
So I moved here when I was 10.
Okay.
My mother was the first one to move abroad, actually.
Okay. Where did she move to the UK?
She moved to Saudi. She was a nurse, and then the UK recruited her. So the UK was the one who wanted her, actually.
Wait, where's Saudi?
Saudi Arabia is in the Middle East.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So yeah, she was there for a year. Then she was in London for a year.
Okay.
And then like loads of like hospitals wanted her. And then we moved to Nottingham and we were all there. I moved with my dad, my sister, and my brother.
So did she move here alone first?
Yeah, she was all on her own, and it was just my dad that was taking care of us in the Philippines.
Oh my gosh. So how many years was your mum here alone before you moved?
2 years. It was 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
it was very formative years though, because you're just like a kid, like at 8 years old, like not knowing why is your mum not here.
So for context, when was the Slade Royale makeover? Oh my god, makeover, was that like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple of
so
weeks
was
ago.
your mum I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of it. Was your mum one of those
OFWs?
Yeah, was your mum an FW? Oh my god.
Yes, she was.
So before I watched Slade, I didn't know what an FW was.
Yeah.
So watching it was obviously like such an emotional episode, and I was like, oh my god. And then I remember you telling me this before about your mum.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh wait, it kind of just clocked, and I was like, that is like insane. Like I didn't know.
Yeah, and you've met my mum.
Right. Zahira's mum is literally the best. I've never had Filipino food in my life prior to coming to yours, and it was literally the nicest food. Your mum was the sweetest person ever. I mean,
You'll have to come back soon.
I will. I would love to.
Because the thing is, I always feel like, as like a Filipino, I'm like, oh, I don't know if like my mate's gonna like the food, but like I was like, do you want to eat? Like, you don't have to. You don't like. Do you know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, babes, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, if you know me, I will never say no to the question, do you want to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Because I am a fat bitch. So, my next question is, you were, of course, incredibly young when you moved to the when you moved to the UK. So how did you find it when you first moved here? Did you enjoy it? Did you miss it? Did you wish you were still there?
I remember the first time that I saw snow, and I was like, wow, this is like amazing. So I got buckets. And I went outside and I got buckets full of snow and I put them in the bathtub and I was like, I filled up the bathtub with snow and then I looked at it and thought, I don't know what to do with this now, but that was fun.
What? So you literally just filled it in the bathtub and just kind of like left it there to melt?
Yeah, that was
I thought, well, to be fair, I thought you were going to tell me that you like had a snow bath or something, and I was like, I've never heard that in my life. And like, to be honest, it's you. I wouldn't be surprised if you like, as a kid, you like filled up the bath in snow.
Next year, next time it snows.
Oh my god! So, story about the snow. Actually, what were we doing? Why did I come to yours? Oh yeah, so we were going to record A to Z with Kieran Armitage, our song. If you haven't heard it, go stream it. We were going. So I stayed. No. So we were going to go to London to do the song, and then it started snowing, and then the roads were just absolutely fucking manic.
Oh my god, it was terrible. So I think it took us like 4 hours to get home.
Yeah. So, but we ended up having to stay in Nottingham, and we were literally snowed in. Like, it was like...
But it was the greatest time.
It was the greatest time.
You were, like, with my little niece and, like, my cousin and stuff, and, like, you played PlayStation. She's so good with kids, because she is one.
Oh, well, yes.
But, yeah, I just feel like we've gone through we've done a whole life in the space since season 6.
Oh, my God, yeah. Like, well, do you know what? Why not? Going on to season 6. How do you feel? Like, obviously, we'll go into the specifics of Drag Race, but, like, how have you found the year? Because, again, for context, this is going to be posted in a few weeks, but tonight is actually the first episode of season 7, so it's pretty much an exact year since we got aired. How's the year been for you? What have you been up to? I mean, I know what you've been up to, but they might not. Like, How have you found it?
I feel like our Drag Race sort of experience has really coincided together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of it has been very similar. Like, from our first drag con, our first
and last, by the looks of things.
Right, exactly. And we obviously did Dracula's Child Tour.
Yes.
We did Work the World. We did A to Z.
A to Z.
So whenever we're booked together...
It's going to be...
A to Z.
It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos.
I do feel like it's been so worth it. And it has been so fulfilling. In terms of, like, what we've been able to do in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's so weird because, in one sense, me and you can complain about how tired we are.
Oh, yeah, completely.
And then and in the same sense, we're complaining about wanting to do more.
I think that's the exact same thing with, like, you and me. And, like, again, I know I keep on referring to the camera going for context. Today I got back from Wales because I was doing a little filming thing with Hans yesterday, and I was like, I had to sleep because I was so tired. So then I ran so late trying to get all this because I haven't actually done it with my flat. I downloaded Audacity because I'm a last minute cunt today, and then just realising now, I still have these bloody clips in my hair, don't I? So yeah,
it's fashion.
Yeah,
Mama,
I mean, it's fashion.
Mama.
Today's been a fat rush, but do you know what? Like, I wouldn't have it any other way, but because we are exactly the same, where if we have, like... I mean, I'd say, like, out of Drag Race, you don't get, like... And I feel like we discussed this a lot, but compared to, like... I don't know, if you were in season 1, season 2, you'd automatically get, like, loads of stuff, no matter where you had placed. And, like, we both did pretty well. Like, we were, you know, we were perceived well on Drag Race and everything. But, yeah, the one thing that we always do is we do a lot of the same gigs, and we are doing really well for ourselves, but we're always like, oh, I've got a free week. I need to do something.
100%.
I need to do something.
Like a podcast or just filming, making content, like, you know, you sewing up, like, 1,000 garments a week.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like... my outfit was in the V&A. Didn't know if you've seen.
Exactly.
My name's actually Marmalade.
Right, exactly. I saw it on the V&A. Let's pop up a picture
it's
right
popped up. No, honestly though, congrats, Mom, because you are a bloody superstar.
I saw that and I was so proud of her.
She is just such a cow.
Right.
Like in like the best way. Like, Marmalade is one of my favorite people on earth, and the way that she's just so talented and she's just so, like, humble about it. And that little reel that she posted where it was like, oh, my first dress, and it was Marie Antoinette.
Exactly.
I was like,
that she wore for Snatch Game.
I was like, your first dress. You're mental. Like, you're absolutely mental.
Your first dress was at the V&A.
My first dress,
which is the House of Cards.
My first dress, you know, House of Cards. I mean, Cardi B's wearing it next week.
So V&A loaned it out for a week.
Yeah, they loaned it out for a week because they couldn't afford for any like further than over a week. Yeah. So then, like, you know, Doja Cat's new album's coming out actually tomorrow, but when she's doing her whatever it's called tour next year, she's actually asked to.
And then
So basically, everyone, so me as Zahira will always joke about, I don't know, because I clearly am not a seamstress. I can't really do hair, but like the whole joke.
But
Zahira will come up to me. I haven't seen her for a month. She's going, "How's the commissions going?" And it's like it's very much just talking shit.
Akiwoo wigs and
Akiwoo
designs.
Oh, to be fair, though, I am actually trying to learn how to sew because Chanel gave me a lesson, and then so did Roger.
And it was fierce.
And it was alright. It was alright.
I will say this about me and Aki, because we do work so closely together. We always say, "Oh, like, bitch, I'm doing this. Bitch, I'm doing this," and we were talking about this earlier when we were getting ready.
Yeah.
We were talking about like the looks that we liked from the show and the looks that we didn't. I feel like some people in there come grown. They develop. They come. Like,
come.
Like, Kieran obviously had her specific look that she already had very set.
Like
I feel like Lavoie, no, like, you know what you're gonna get when you like get Lavoie.
Well, yeah, because Lavoie's been wearing the same wig for about 20 odd years.
Well, period. Whereas I feel like with me and you, it was such a growing experience, Drag Race.
Completely.
And then after, we really was like, no, we want to do more and be more with our drag and our style, and I feel like we've really been honing that in for the past year.
I think like, not to cut across you, but I think going on to Drag Race, I didn't really know what my aesthetic was, because it was very much like the only outfits I'd have is typically from Shein, like a bodysuit or a catsuit, and then I could move in, because that's all I did was before.
And mine was PLT,
and then yours was PLT. Pussy Wanna, woman on the block.
CD,
like literally,
CC.
Yeah. So like, coming back from going on to Drag Race, I didn't really know like what my aesthetic was and everything. I just went in there thinking everything needs to be a different color, everything needs to be totally different. Mm-hmm. Whereas now I'm like, okay, I know what I like. I know I like typically gothic stuff, or like stuff that are a little bit punky,
right?
Or like, even if I do like a glamorous type of look, I like
feel like you're hard and soft.
Yeah,
and I like things that are hard and soft.
Well, I bet you do.
A very mix of hard and soft.
Exactly. My belly is soft and my cock is hard. My God. But no. On a real note, I think we have grown and like motivated each other a lot. Yeah. And do you remember the first time that we met?
I do remember, yeah. So
you can tell the story.
We were at Canal Street, and I walk into this club called Area, and you were wearing a royal blue with ginger hair.
Yes, I was.
And I just got off of like a 3-month vacation in Asia. Yeah, so I just got back from Thailand and the Philippines and stuff, and I met her, and I feel like we held off from saying hi.
We did. So it was weird, because I had known Zahira through
Roger, maybe?
No, I'd known you through online, but I'd known you through Cosmetic Couture.
Okay,
which is basically like a cosmetics.
Yes, that I used to work at.
Yeah, cosmetics. Yes. Cosmetics is in like
aesthetics,
aesthetics and all that. Yeah. So I knew you kind of like through that, because quite a few people in Manchester were in a group chat. We would get it for free.
Yes.
So
I used to fill up the girls.
So yeah, that's how I kind of like knew you. And I remember when I seen you, I did not know, like, I hadn't seen any videos of you or your personality or anything. All I seen was your fucking beat face, looking like a woman, and I looked there like Boo Boo the Full Clown with my crease up to my fucking forehead. So I was like, oh my God, is she gonna be a bitch? And literally, I think as soon as like we started speaking and we was like started to work, because we were just trying to promote for this club, it was just like we had known each other ages.
No, 100%.
And I've said this to you before, and I think you agreed with me on like that's how you felt as well. Typically, if I was working with drag queens I didn't really know, I wasn't at that point in my life or my drag career where I was like immediately comfortable and knew how to do small talk.
I feel like we were both the same. We looked at each other, and it took us like just like half an hour,
and we just understood each other's like sense of humor. So like basically, I mean, I think we said this on the Dracula's Child tour, and like, to be fair, me saying the story probably isn't going to be that funny, but at the time,
to us it was hilarious.
At the time, it was like the funniest thing ever. So basically, actually, you tell it, because I'm shit at telling stories. You're better than I am.
So we were at the Bollards, and we were handing out leaflets to go to our night. And there was this guy with was he with a boyfriend?
No, it was just him, I think.
Okay, and then he stopped and he turned to Actavia and was like, "Oh, you look lovely. You do. Your makeup's dead
Your
lovely.
makeup's lovely. One of the best.
You look like Aquaria."
You remind me of Aquaria, and I was like, right, like fully knowing, like, yeah, I didn't look terrible. I will pop a picture here of the both of us. But like, I looked,
dress.
yeah, I looked fine. But like, babe, come on, and especially because I'm stood next to her, and then Zahira goes, "Oh, was it me?" One of us was like, "What about her?" She goes, "Oh yeah, lovely makeup, lovely makeup," and just kind of like walked away. And I was like, "You're praising me as if I'm like this goddess, and I'm next to Zahara." It was just so stupid.
Actavia, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. You look exactly like Aquaria.
Which is like actually insulting to Aquaria. Like it's so insulting to Aquaria.
Back then, maybe. Back then.
I mean, yeah, but so walking into Drag Race, well, obviously I'll get into like you were auditioning and like how you felt getting on and everything. But another story I want to say is I had to do my entrance twice because of Zahira, and the reason for that is because I had only heard that Zahira was going to be on about like 2 days before I'd left. The rest of the cast I kind of knew that were going to be there or heard of anyway. So I walk in, obviously nervous as shit, literally probably like a millisecond after I do my entrance line. All I can hear is, yeah!
It's true.
And I'm like, okay. And I was like, well, she's here. Because I knew it was Zahira. Turned around and I was like, and that's why I said, well, you shut the fuck up. Because you don't actually hear her scream as much as she did. And then literally after like maybe like 2 minutes sitting down, they were like, Actavia, you're going to have to do your entrance again. And I was like, still a bag of nerves. I was like, I'm going to kill Zahira. I'm going to kill her. Did you know that I was going to be there prior to actually walking in?
So I didn't want any spoilers, but I had a feeling you were going to be there.
Okay.
And at New Year's Eve, I said to you, baby, I miss you. I hope to see you soon.
Yes.
And then you said, baby, I'll see you soon. And I thought that was you telling me.
Yeah.
That, like, baby, we're going to be on the Drag Race together.
On the Drag Race.
But on the Drag Race, mama. But I'll say this. When you came through the door, selfishly, for me, I was like, oh my God, thank God. Thank God completely. That you were here.
Yeah.
Because, I knew Lil, Saki, I've competed with Lil before, competed with Lavar before, but, like, this was the first person that, like, I felt like I had a connection with in terms of the whole cast.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, we've got someone that I feel comfortable with, we're pals.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I really feel like the Drag Race experience and therefore after was really, like, that's when the friendship really started.
Oh yeah, completely. Because I think like prior to actually walking into the workroom, didn't we only meet each other like twice?
Yeah, like a few times.
Yeah, like just a really briefly. So
compliment me on an outfit or two.
Well, yes, she wouldn't because I look like a dog. Oh no, she actually, to be fair, actually, Zahira's like the sweetest person ever, but she will tell me, or like a queen, that they look like.
Baby, you're gonna need a little bit more contour on that jaw.
Oh my God, no. So there's a queen here in Manchester. I'm not going to name them because maybe they might not want me to say. But we were literally like, what were we doing? We were literally just sat. So we were on the way to Aja's voguing ballroom workshop, and out of nowhere, we're having a general conversation about like I don't know the weather, like whatever. Zahira turns to the screen and go, "You need to contour your jaw more," and she was like, "What?"
Miss Thing, I think you're going to need a little bit more contour up in that jaw.
You need some more contour up in that jaw. But
the way it came out was not the way that I intended, and maybe I should have segued it a little bit better. But I did say what I say, and that's just that. And I'd happily take constructive criticism.
Well, yes. I literally can't even say anything to you right now, and I'm literally wearing this outfit that I lip synced in, and I've owned it for about 3.5 years in this bus driver wig, so it's fine. But no. So when you messaged me about the prior to Drag Race being like, oh, I hope to see you soon. When I said to you, I hope to see you soon, I generally did not know you were going to be there until like a day or two before.
Right.
And I was like, because it was Harley that told me that you were going to be there. And I was like, what the hell? So going into it, since we've already skipped half your fucking childhood, we might as well jump into it. You auditioned once, is that right?
Yes, I auditioned once. I waited, obviously, 6 seasons to get on. I like put in a form. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put in a form and then they'd give me the guidelines and was like, no. And then I think put in a form for 2, but then my dad got sick.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I was like, okay, no.
Yeah.
And then I did my healing
Yeah.
from all of just like life, career, family, and I said, I think I'm ready. And I knew that I was gonna get on,
Yeah.
but in terms of like the competition, I didn't think that I would be so overwhelmed as I was.
So going into it, because for me personally, I think I might have said this into another episode before, so apologies for repeating myself. But going into it, I was like, I if I win, that's great, but I'm not going into it thinking, yeah, I'm going to win, I want to win, because I was just happy to be there, because unlike you, I wasn't like, I'm auditioning and I know I'm going to get on. I really didn't know. So then when I was there, I was just like, I'm just going to have fun, make it as far as I can. Hello, divas. So the fucking camera died. Jesus. I swear to God, every single episode I've done of this, something goes wrong, whether I lose the audio, because as you would have seen last week's, I lost half of Saki's audio because I didn't have my extra phone to record it. Typically the one day I didn't, and now today, even though the camera is saying that it's full battery, it's clearly bloody not the first day I'm using it.
Well, you know what, it's always going to be bootleg.
It's always got to be bootleg with me, love, because at the end of the day, fierce drag, and I do not have a studio. I do not have people doing it for me. I do it all myself. So do not fucking come at me if the audio is weird or the camera's changed or something's going on. Okay.
Do you know what? In a year's time, and you still be doing these podcasts, it's going to be so fast.
But you know what, girls? It is my fault. I need to put it on charge. But that's fine, because next week's will be one straight audio, the first one ever. But where were we? What the hell were we talking about? We were talking about drag. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Drag Race.
So when you were going into it then, when you walked like into it, because you were quite confident, what do you think kind of like just shifted it all for you?
You know what it is? I knew that I was going to get on, and then when I got the call to get on, they gave me the list, and I was like, these designers were not paying me any attention. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like, first off, I got really, really, not to like make excuses or anything, but like I had to make a lot of the stuff in. I'm no Chanel O'Connor or Marmalade. You know what I mean? So like my Mother Nature, I made that. Like I made a lot of my wigs, of course. And I think, yeah, to be fair, as soon as like probably like Lavoie walked in, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have a lovely time, me.
But no, to be fair, I remember when Lavoie walked in, because I hadn't, again, Lavoie was one of those people where I hadn't heard up until like maybe the day of or something like that, or like the day before leaving, and then seeing her walk in, I was like, right. I was like, right.
You know what, I'll have a lovely time, and I'll just see how long I last, and it wasn't very long, but I think even though it was such an early out, I feel like I've made such an impression.
Oh, yeah. Like, when you were there, you were never, like... I mean, yeah, I guess you could say you were an early out, but, like, you did it, like, you know, you were in at least half of the season. You were still, like, one of the, like, this isn't in a, like, a shady way, but you were always one of the, like, the loudest in the room. Like, your personality was always there. You were never quiet. You never, like, dimmed yourself or anything like that. So you made, like, such a good impression. And at the end of the day, you literally still, to this point, have everyone going, ZaHIIRaaaaa!
Exactly. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Very quotable. Very, very humble, even to this day.
Yeah.
Even to this very day.
You are very humble. That wasn't shade. That wasn't shade.
I'm not. I don't think I actually am.
You know why?
When I think I'm a humble person does not call themselves humble.
I mean, no. I get what you're saying, but also I would say that I'm humble. But I feel like. But, like, because I don't... If I go into a room, no matter who I'm working with, I don't see myself as above anyone.
Yeah, I'll say this. Within the competition, it was not me downplaying what I can do in terms of, like, my skills or anything. I just knew there was just a little bit more cooking to do in terms of my drag. And I feel like I think you're very aware of this, that I was so hungry to just improve. As soon as I got out of that show, I was like, I need to make sure that like I'm just stepping it up all the time, not just with like aesthetics, but like how I perform, like my sort of vision of how I want my drag to be perceived in that way. And I feel like I worked really, really hard to be in a position where no, people do recognize me and people do pay attention to me, and I am really, really proud of that in that sense. But there's definitely so much more to go. It's just, I'm just wanting. I'm very, very wanting.
Well, yeah, because that's what I mean. Like, I think you are humble because, like, yes, you're very hardworking and everything, and, like, you are one of the most fucking gorgeous people ever. But, like, you're hardworking, and you now know your worth more than ever because you've worked so hard since Drag Race. But again, what I mean by you being humble is that you don't walk into a room thinking, like, I'm better than you. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, you're never like that. You're very approachable. You're very, like, you don't look at yourself and think that you're better than anyone.
No, not at all.
Which is something I hate about people in general, especially, like, drag queens. Like, yeah, you can be, like, the prettiest bitch ever, you can be the best at whatever you do, but, like, there's no need to be a twat. Like, that's how I see it. Like, there's just no need to be a twat.
And also, on the back end of that, I don't like poor me's. Poor me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so earlier. Poor me. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't be like that.
No.
Like, it's either drive myself crazy that I was, like, an early out on season 6 and be like, they robbed me. Bitch, I was not robbed of anything. I had the experience. I was able to tell my story. I was able to form those friendships, and it was up to me to do what I can to make sure that I stuck in people's minds after the show.
Yeah.
I was never going to be poor me. Yeah, you know what? I knew that, but at the same time, I knew that I wasn't going to win season 6. And that's fine for me to say, because it's me. It's me saying that.
And so, like, because I've asked a few people this question, but did you have a different experience being there versus watching it? Like, I know you've already said that being there, you were, like, really anxious and you were kind of, like, in your head a little bit. But for me, the whole time I was there, I, like, loved it for the most part. But then watching it back, I was like, oh, this is, like, I didn't love watching it every minute.
I'll say, somebody asked me, how many times have you rewatched season 6?
Right.
I watched it the one time when I was paid to do so at the viewing parties.
Yeah.
And if I do rewatch, I watch clips.
Yeah.
And the fan edits, because I love the fan edits.
Oh yeah, the fan edits are, like, the best. Like, but I'm the same though, because I was staying with the Marmalade a few weeks ago, and she actually posted a video of me watching my Diana runway, I think it was. And I realized, I was like, oh shit, I actually, like, don't know this season, like, in and out of, like, what's shown and what's not, because I think the same. I think I've watched it at the viewing party, and then I watched it on the next day, because I rewatched them twice. But then I've not watched them since then. I've not watched it since, like, living it out with everyone else. 100%. So I kind of have forgotten, and I'm like, oh shit, like, it's weird. I find it weirder to watch now than I did then.
I feel like at episode 3, I started to notice, because I was being put in the bottom 3 a lot. Yeah. And sometimes in challenges where I felt like I maybe undeservedly was put in the bottom 3. So in that sense, I was
Name them.
Well, and the design challenge, I felt like, oh my god, Lavoie's looked awful. Dita's was a bra, like, and a pencil skirt. Like, Releasa was a piece of fabric that she put she tied the back.
Yeah.
So I was like, I am here with what they called a safe cocktail dress, which was clean.
But the category was cocktail.
Exactly. The category was cocktail. And I'm there looking at Lavoie with a teddy bear on her boob. And I was like, what is going on? Like, what in what world?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me just let it pass. Then the acting challenge, where RuPaul couldn't fault my acting. My runway was crap. And
what was it again? Not
the
me
new
going,
Romantics,
and I don't know what...
the blouse.
I don't think it was crap. It was just, like, simple.
Compared to everybody else's, obviously, it wasn't, like, stacking up.
Yeah.
But, like, the acting was fab, and I was like, okay, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's soon. It's gonna be soon. Whether it's lip syncing or, like, being in the bottom, it's gonna be soon. But when it got to the girl group, I was like, do you know what? It's gonna be fine. And then we did that damn lift.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also, in a sense, it's my fault, because I kept persisting.
Well, I don't think it was your fault. Like, yeah, like, me and Kai, to be fair, in everyone's defense, I think that first lift, which they're kind of shady for putting in, because the second time that we did it, it was perfect. But obviously they're going to put it in because it's TV. But the first time we did it, it kind of was my fault, because I was holding you from here and not one arm here, one arm there. So, like, it kind of was my fault. But yeah, you were very much like, need a lift.
Yeah.
Like we would be doing like the chorus, and you'd be like, where am I getting lifted? We'd literally be like having beans on toast in the morning. You'd be like, where's my lift?
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that challenge. I said I wanted to be first. I wanted to be in the middle because, like, and then at the end, I needed to be in the middle. And this was me speaking out of desperation for I need to stand out on this challenge.
Yeah.
I can't fade into the background. I need to do something special so that the judges don't put me in the bottom again.
Yeah.
And regardless if I feel like even if the lift was there or not, I just don't think that it was written for me to survive that challenge.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm sorry, and she is my Dracula's child sister.
Nope.
But I don't know if necessarily some of the other people in the other group or Chanel should have been safe. But
Who were the other people in the other group?
I know I love her so much, but I've got to say I wasn't a big fan of Chara's.
Oh,
It was giving very CBBC, very CBBS. It was like, what was weird about that group dynamic was that you've got Kiki and
and
Releasa
Releasa, yeah.
in Ann Summers, like
Like,
lingerie,
cunt.
like oh my god, like I'm going to go into the night,
Yeah.
and pleasure you, mama. And then you've got Lavoie and Chara in CBBS in white sheet, like witch, like colourful outfits.
And then you've got their Lil, like,
Lil
terrified, not
not
knowing
knowing what
she's
to
doing.
do.
Fair
Not
enough.
knowing what to
Fair
do.
enough. Well, the funny thing is, because I think I've spoken to you about this briefly before, but I'm not anywhere that would be online. But like, I remember that episode. Funny enough, even though it was the most. It was the one challenge that I was like, I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna be safe, I know I'm gonna be fine if not.
You
in
were
the top.
worried, girl.
But that is the one episode that I literally felt myself like feeling the worst I'd ever felt on Drag Race. And even watching it back, I'm like, I couldn't watch it back because it was the one thing where like and this isn't any shade to like anyone in our team, and it was completely my fault. But I remember, like, for example, like you and even Kieran sometimes would be like, "Oh, what should I do for this part or whatever?" Like, and I would like willingly be like, "Yeah," but then I'd go back to the hotel and was like, "Oh, sugar, I don't have all of my words down." So then I remember doing it, and like I did get my words right when I was on stage, but I think at the peak. That made me go a bit crazier with my moves because I was worried that I was fucking up the thing. So if I was moving as so much, if I had messed up the words. So I remember going back there being like, oh my God, that was like awful. That was really messy, blah, blah, blah.
I remember you were shaking your head like this.
Yeah,
to me,
I
and
was like fuming with myself. And also, love her to death. I will never take anything Marmalade says to me personally. But because I was in my head, I think that day, she said something to me, and I said it on stage as well, actually. Like, not to dig her in a hole, but because it was funny. It was after I got eliminated, I said it. But when I put my wig on, which was like not a really good wig, it was a ratty, it was old. She goes, Actavia, where did you get that wig from? What dog shelter did you save that wig from? And I was like, not right now, Mom. And I remember, not right now. She goes, oh sorry, she goes, She goes, oh, Actavia, I was just wondering, what's the name of that dog home that you saved that wig from? And I was like, right.
The one you wore in Dracula's Child.
Yeah. So bearing in mind, after she said that, I was like, actually, like, oh shit, like, do I not? But in my head, I was like, in my head, it was like, and I still don't think it looked awful. It wasn't the worst wig I wore, but I was like, it's giving Halloween, it goes with the rest of the look, fine, whatever. Yes, with it a bit ratty, yes. But after she said that, I took it off after having fully glued it. I then put on my black pony that I wore for the finale dance, and I was like, how about this? And I was like, no, it doesn't look right because the wig is giving feminine and the rest of me is not. So I was like, is it? And the man was like, I prefer that one. But in my head I was like, no. So then I unglued that one and put the other one on. So yeah, that whole episode I was just like so stressed. And then I remember just being in Untucked being like, I'm so annoyed. And I do remember they never aired it, but I said to like the room, I was like, I'm just really annoyed with myself because I feel like if I was going to win something, it was going to be this
one. Yeah.
And yeah, I think I was like just being really,
I remember you said
I remember just being so hard on myself. And to be fair, I remember Kieran being like, you shouldn't like put yourself down, like you never know what's going to happen here, like you could win something that you totally don't expect to, which was totally right. But sorry, I gone on a tangent. But that when I remember when you were like, "Get one time for the girls" or whatever you said when you left, and then you went Zahira. I literally remember being like, I was actually like tearing up in the back, and I remember being like, "Oh shit!" Like
she's gone.
Especially after the word like one of the hardest days, I was like, "Oh sugar, like this is going to be harder because someone I can actually like if I'm stressed or whatever, like a coping person, I'm there to cope with has gone." I was like, "Oh shit!"
I
was
didn't
like, "Oh,
know
shit."
that.
Yeah, I remember like tearing up, but then it was weird because then going into the next episode, I mean, I'm kind of glad that they didn't show me crying because then in the next episode, I was like, I said in confessionals or something like, "Oh yeah, I think it was her time or something." So that would have sounded so shady,
Right.
but like regardless or not, like what was deserved or not, I was still gutted to see you go, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is just going to be horrendous." But then thankfully Marmalade was still there because otherwise I would have just ran out. I would off. Yes, I would have just run off.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. Do you have any regrets then when it comes to Drag Race? Like for season 6, would you have done anything differently?
Here's the thing, even like the helping stuff out, like, do you know, like helping Chanel with her verse or like helping you and Kieran with your outfits and stuff like that. That's just who I am. That's just who I am as a person. I'd like to be sort of helpful. Maybe, do you know what? I don't think I would. Even though some of my outfits, I definitely would change. But in terms of like how it all panned out, I think that it was meant to happen for a big reason.
Oh yeah.
So it is what it is.
Oh my god, I can't with you. Everything
happens for a reason. And season 6 will always hold a very special place in my heart.
Yes.
And it's special to me, you know, as it is for you.
Well, yes. So, obviously, I currently don't have my questions because I'm fucking recording on my phone. Yes, Flop Tina Dupree over here. But going back, because we did kind of skip into Drag Race within like 2 minutes, and I have had a few people tell me that what they like about this is just going a little bit deeper into the lives of whoever I have, besides whatever reason they're here for, hence why you're here because of Drag Race. So, what I want to know, which I didn't ask you, what were you like, because obviously you're like very loud, you're rambunctious, you're very unapologetic. Were you always like that when you were younger? Like, were you always like the screamer, the loud one, like?
I think so, you know. I think so.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
The thing is, my family have always been very supportive.
Yeah.
My dad, my mum, my cousins, all of them. I don't think I've ever had to ask permission to be who I am. And I remember one Christmas, I think I was 5 or 6 years old. And for Christmas, I got my very first Bratz doll. That's why I love Bratz dolls.
Same.
And that was, I think, because I'm a little bit older. So, like, I think that was one of I think that was the first year that Bratz came out.
Oh, okay. Bloody hell.
And I got a Bratz doll. And that's very bougie. That's very bougie. So, like, my auntie and uncle got me, like, a Bratz doll. I was like, I feel so seen.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even ask for one.
That's amazing. Like, that is incredible. Because, like, I'm very similar, whereas, like, I wasn't a Barbie kid. I loved Bratz. And I remember my parents were always so supportive.
I love your Tweevils look.
Oh, my God.
She's got a Tweevils look.
Yeah, that I did ages ago. And Zahira will love to randomly, like, on a random Tuesday, will be like, "Oh, my God, guys, happy Monday," and, like, repost a picture of me from, like, years ago. And I'm like... Yeah. I was 16. Yeah. Leave me alone.
I either send her pictures of herself or pictures of me.
Yeah.
A lot of me. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of her. A lot of her. Can I tell the story about the Charlotte Tilbury? Okay, so basically, when we were on tour at Dracula Child, not at Dracula Child, we're Dracula Child, we were in the tour van, and I kid you not, again, very much Zahira, she will come out of thin air, she will shout the random things, like, you know, do your contour better or whatever. But in this case, we were talking about something. Like, bear in mind, so the conversation was kind of done. It had gone a little bit quiet for maybe 2 minutes. The Marmalade goes, "Do you want to see Charlotte Tilbury's sex tape?" And we were all like, "What? Like, Charlotte Tilbury, what you on about?" So we were like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Like, you know, thinking it was like a leak of, like, you know, of Charlotte Tilbury. And then... basically, it's a video of Zahira in a Charlotte Tilbury hard front, like, CD
Bang.
Sissy bang, ginger wig, topping a straight man, literally just looking into the camera, going, and we were like, right. So it was just crazy. And I remember me and Marmalade, literally for the rest of the tour. For the rest of the tour, me and Marmalade would just reference it all the time. I think that's the thing with me and Marmalade. Like, we will reference something to death. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I can't stop saying that we do either is when we went to there was a few of us that went to Blackpool.
Yes.
So it was me, Zahira, like Barb, Chanel, Ellie, Chara, a lot of us girls. And then, so we were queuing to go onto this ride, right? And Zahara being Zahira, she's not very socially aware when it comes to her volume of her voice.
But I'll say this. The context was we were very high up.
Yeah.
It was very windy.
We were very high up, and it was very scary. Like, I was terrified.
You were terrified.
I was terrified. It was horrible. It was so, like, high up. So anyway, we then were queuing on, and then we are probably next on. But as, you know, on a roller coaster, when, like, it goes, and then it stops. So then this girl just had a face on it, and Zahira goes, "Too much, Miss Thing? Was it not too much, Miss Thing?
Not too much, Miss Thing.
Not too much, Miss Thing. Not too much." And then, so basically, like, and
the thing is, right before this, I was already quite playful and I was joking around, and you, because of the height and the wind, you said to me, "Not right now, Zahira."
Yeah, I went, "Not right now, Zahira.
Not right now, Zahira.
Now.
Not right now.
Stressed.
Not too much.
Not too much." And also, when Zahira and Ellie Diamond are together, the volume doubles. Like, both of them are awful for each other. So basically, she goes like that to a random stranger going, "Too much, Miss Thing, not too much."
Not too much,
and then
Miss
she
Thing.
comes on the ride prior to me, and then she does the, you know, where it stops, and she goes, "That was cool." Bear in mind, the place is full. She goes, "That was cool, Karach, Miss." "Oh, that was cool, Karach. That was cool, Karach. Too much."
That was Kukarach.
And we were like, what is she on today? It was just so funny. Like, oh yeah, so basically what the point of the story is, she is crazy to be around sometimes, but it's so funny. Like, I was explaining that to Marmalade, actually. And like, whenever, like, sometimes me and Marmalade will send each other voice notes, and we'll just randomly go in the middle of it. "Too much, Miss Thing." I just love it. I just love it. I think you're so, like, quotable. You're just an idiot. So basically, yeah. So since you got that Bratz doll, is that kind of like when you started to fully, like, be yourself and rambunctious and all that then?
Yeah, I'd say so. I've always just loved, like, expressing myself, and I don't, like, bitch, you know me, like, if a bitch want to call me out, or if, like, if, like, someone even tried to remotely hate crime me, you know I'm there with my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm there to fight. Like, I don't care.
No, you don't
care.
Like,
I will defend my friend. I will defend myself. And they will stay the hell quiet.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Zahira can be scary sometimes because obviously when she's in drag, she's typically like, "Hi, sir." No, actually,
Hi,
no,
sir.
she speaks like this. But then we will get into an Uber. She'll be like, "Hi, sir." She'll be like,
You should do me for Snatch Game.
"Hi, sir. Yeah, is it to the Canal Street? Thank you, sir." And then I remember another story. This is just a story time episode, basically. We were on the train one day. It was me, Zahira, and maybe like Chara or Chanel, or maybe both of them. And we were literally getting off the stop.
Was it from London?
Probably.
Yeah.
We were getting off at our stop, and then there was this man, like, sat next to the door, and she goes, "Excuse me, sir, I have to fully, very visibly straight. Excuse me, sir, I just have to say, I think you're really handsome." And it was like, shut up.
And I saw, what the thing is,
Out of drag.
Yeah. I saw Chanel, Actavia, and Chara just zoom past.
Yeah, we were like, I'm not doing this.
Like,
I'm not doing this.
Not right. It was after the gig as well.
Yeah.
So y'all were just like,
No.
Zahara, not today.
Not today. Cannot do it.
Here's the thing. Most of these situations is very like, "Oh, no, not today, Zahira." But then right after it.
Oh, yeah, it's so funny, because it's always a funny story, but in the moment, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. So basically, where I was getting at with that, so, like, you have your voices, but sometimes you will randomly, out of nowhere, turn into, like,
A roadman.
A roadman, Chav. And I remember the first time I visibly seen you do it, and I hope you don't remember me saying the story, but basically, after episode 1 we filmed, when the cameras were still on, I think, which is why I was like, shut up. But I remember Dita said something to you, or Dita was, you know...
Being Dita.
Oh, okay. Yeah, doing that. And I remember she must have said something to you, and then you were saying to me, she's like, "If that fucking Dita comes up to me, I will fucking let her know, the fucking bitches. I will fucking have her." Bear in mind, the cameras are on. I'm literally just trying to, like, de-drag, and I'm going... oh, okay. And it was the first day we're filming. So in my head, I'm like, on the first episode, I'm not getting fucking thingy me being like, yeah, you get it, you get the rad bitch. Like, I'm not doing that the first episode. So I was just there being like, yeah.
I remember.
Oh my god, I was just like, you are crazy, because it goes from 0 to 100 where it's like, yeah, like, oh my god, like, my soup is really hot. No, you better fucking heat my soup, yeah, mate, or I'll fucking rag you, mate. I'm like, whoa, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? You can always count on me to either 3 things: either laugh because, like, I'm just hilarious.
Yes.
Number 2, annoy you at the wrong time. Or 3, be a real ass bitch and be like, just I'm loyal and I defend the people who I love.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go, I do just want to play a little bit of a game. So this one is called The Spoonful of Truth. Charlotte Tilbury, The Spoonful of Truth. So I'm just going to ask you quick fire questions, give me quick answers, and I want you to answer them fully truthfully, as they might be a little bit shady.
Okay.
What is overrated to you right now, or who is overrated? Like, it could be an artist, it could be a trend, like a drag trend, anything.
What is overrated right now is nude illusion shoulder pads. Why are your shoulder pads nude and your shoulder pads are square? You've got nude illusion square shoulders. I don't get it.
Oh, so you mean like nude shoulder pads under like a nude illusion on your shoulders,
right?
Visible.
Yeah. So it's like so the shoulder pad is nude,
right?
And I'm like, why have you got square shoulders?
Oh, so they're like visible then, you mean?
Yeah.
Is that a trend?
No.
Oh,
so
but
wait.
But you just don't like it.
It's a pet peeve. So like basically, you've got a cut off dress, full collar, and then you've got nude collar shoulder pads. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay. No, I know. I think I know what you mean.
Okay, wait. Ask me again. We'll do another one.
Okay, so that was a pet peeve. So what's like overrated to you right now then? So what like, I don't know if Doja Cat's new song is overrated, a makeup trend, like big lashes, pussycat wigs, human hair, whatever.
Overrated. Oh, you know what? Some of the Filipino queens actually on Slasian. Oh. Because I just think there's only going to be one winner. So this sort of, let's keep it all together. Let's.
Oh, okay. Okay, so who do you think's overrated on the Slasian right now then? So just for context again, you has only just been eliminated. So there's like 5 or 6 of them left.
Right. I think that Venus is sometimes overlooked because her shit don't stink. Her shit don't stink.
Don't go through each of them, bitch. I asked you who do you think is overrated on the season right now then?
Okay. Brigading, love her. However, I think that some of her top placements could have been swapped out by other people. And just the whole, like, fake camaraderie of, like, I'm going to get bashed if, like, I send home another Filipino queen. Girl, there's only going to be one winner anyway.
Right. I mean, no, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, I personally haven't watched Drag Race Philippines, like, any of the original seasons. But watching this one, like, I think Brigading is amazing. But I see, and I don't think she's overrated per se. And I guess that's not what you're even saying either.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know what you mean by, like, the context of swapping out some, like, top placements, though. Because I think, like, for the musical, it could have been Kiana in the top.
Yeah.
But no, I see what you mean. So, my next question is, let me think, because I don't actually have them with me right now. Okay, so, out of the season 6 cast, who is it that you don't speak to? Who is it that, out of the season 6 cast, who is it that you speak to the least, or that you're not the fondest of?
I love her, but I do not speak to Lavoie that much because she's so busy.
Yeah.
You know, she's on that Strictly bag.
Not the congenial answer. No, I want you to, like, it can be anyone, but I want you to tell me, like, someone you're not fond of or you don't speak to, not because, oh, they're busy and they're so successful. Anyone.
I don't really. I don't talk to Dita all that much.
Okay.
Like, I feel like our relationship has definitely gotten better over the year.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think we got each other. I don't think she got who I am and who she is. We're polar opposites.
You are polar opposites.
She's just so quiet, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's just so quiet.
Oh, yeah, in that sense, you are literally polar opposites. Like, you can't get much. She's not a woman of many words, whereas you are a woman of too many words. My God. Okay, next question. I'm only going to play this game with her because we actually do need to rush off to the season 7 viewing party. But the last question is, I guess I'll just play this one with you. Flirt, Fight, Forget out of the season 6 cast then. Chanel, Marmalade, and Kiki.
Flirt with...
Ooh.
Flirt with Chanel.
Okay.
I'd fight with Kiki because that would be hilarious.
Okay.
Oh my God, like that would be
Okay. You and Kiki.
Oh no, I don't want to forget Marmalade.
Wow, Marmalade, did you hear that?
No, do you know what? I just wanna
oh my God. Oh, so good. Burp so good I had to write it. Okay.
Next one.
Okay. Okay, quick last question is what okay, last question is what is one thing that you hate that drag queens do backstage?
One thing that I hate that drag queens do backstage. Can you give me an example?
Like if they don't put themselves with perfume, if they're like just obnoxious and like not if they don't speak to you.
Yeah, I'd probably just say like just not being a sister. I think my one of my favorite things in like doing drag is the backstage.
Yeah.
Is the backstage Kiki. So probably just that.
No, wait, her name's Kiki Snatch, not Backstage Kiki. I'm proud of that one, actually.
Yeah, I'd just say that.
Okay, well, when are you gonna stop being a sister?
Oh.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Genuinely, Zahira is the sweetest person ever. She will give me her wigs to borrow. This is actually hers because she forgot
the wig that she actually paid for.
Which is literally the exact same.
Not too much, Miss Kukurach.
Not
too much, Miss Kukurach.
Too much, Miss Thing. But no, she will give me like every single wig I ask for to borrow whatever.
And she will make me every garment.
Yeah, I will. And to be fair, in return, I will, make you garments. I will make you custom shoes.
Exactly.
I will paint your face, give you some makeup tips.
Yeah, pay for my taxes.
Yeah, like I did her makeup today. Like,
right.
Pay
Exactly.
for your taxes. I don't think so, love. Okay, so I'm very sorry, everyone, but I don't know how. Maybe this is a full episode length, but we are going to have to cut it off there because we do have to go to watch season 7, and I hope you're all enjoying season 7 because we'll probably be on episode 2 or 3 by now, I believe. But I just want to say thank you very much, Zahira, for coming along. Where can everyone find you? What are you up to? What do you want to promote?
Hey, everybody. So you can catch me everywhere at ZaHIIRaaaaa Zapanta. That's ZaHIIRaaaZapanta. And if you don't see me online, you can catch me on the street. Period. I'm like amazing, and I love this bitch so much. I love you so much.
Now, when are you going to use that Charlotte Tilbury on me?
Exactly. And if you want the Charlotte Tilbury video, you can PayPal me $50, and I will leave the PayPal link down below as well.
Not the PayPal OnlyFans.
Not me soft launching, but honestly, I would make a lot of buck on Only.
Baby, you weren't soft launching. You were hard going. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching or listening to another episode of The Spoonful. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and apologies again for me being a flop, big fat flop, for having to change the camera and whatnot. Bye. Yeah, love you.